Systems for Equity and Social Justice, and our first student from the Philippines. I would actually give her the handshake that she has been the absolute connective tissue of this course.
1,493. This is the number of photos I have taken traveling in Boston from my home in the Philippines, where I worked with the provincial government of Northern Samar. They say you capture what you value, but these photos will never be able to capture the true value of this past 3 weeks. So allow me to share with you my 3 most valuable lessons from this GHDI experience. Lesson number 1 is to look. If you see a photo of a big group, for a lot of us, the first instinct is to zoom in and look for ourselves. Right? We look at the big picture and enter to see the details. It was a pleasure to dive deep into the cases we discussed in class, unpacking the social, political, economic, cultural contexts in this world tour of best practices in global health delivery. But it's not enough to look only for yourself. Here we were invited to also listen. Joya, after one of the informal discussions after class, told us once, and I quote, "No matter what anyone says, no matter what you learn here, listen to the poorest and sickest patients." Imagine, I had to come all the way to Harvard just to be told to go back home to listen to people. But this is one of the most important lessons I will bring with me. Best practices and models do exist, but the real solutions are on the ground, in context, in country. Looking and listening teach us to be humble. They teach us to build relationships. They teach us to truly care and to serve better. Lesson number 2, use the proper lens. We are leaving this course with a toolbox of lenses, perspectives, techniques. We learn to assess the marginal cost and benefits of interventions. We're reminded to constantly map out the value chain. We're taught how to capitalize the power of government. We even learn how to make data our friend. These tools are the ammunition that will help us to strategically and tactically fight the challenges we encounter. But the most important treasure trove of perspectives is this wonderful cohort. Thank you, Tamba, for sharing your community health worker program with us. Arifa and Pratishta for teaching me about your NGOs. Vincent and your mind-boggling machine learning. And Annika, our business guru. This brain trust, this network of leaders, each of whom have shared their own lens and expertise, is one of the greatest resources of theoretical and practical knowledge I hope to continue to learn from. And lastly, lesson number 3. As any photographer knows, the most important component of any photo is the light. Today we live in dark times. In my country, extrajudicial killings have taken the lives of thousands. We are taking children away from their parents. People are dying because they do not have enough food to eat. War and violence are just too common. I know of this pain, and this pain breaks my heart every time I watch the news or see something in my Facebook feed. But I am certain that pain, injustice, fear, and poverty will never have the final word. Here in this room, each and every one of us is called to be that light. We are called to carry this torch and spread this light, as Rebecca would say, as joyful warriors. Although it terrifies me to carry this responsibility, knowing that I have 54 new companions and an entire alumni network and a room full of family and friends who support all the people here, knowing that I have you all as companions in this journey gives me the courage to take that risk for the benefit of our most marginalized and vulnerable brothers and sisters. So together, let us look deeply and listen, make good use of our lenses, and may we all courageously shine the light we have in each one of us to make this world a more equitable place.